U.S. election 2020. Joe Biden wins the presidency. The Trump campaign has indicated the incumbent president does not plan to concede. Joe Biden has won the race to become the next U.S. president, defeating Donald Trump following a cliffhanger vote count after Tuesday's election. The BBC projects that Mr. Biden has won the key battleground of Pennsylvania, propelling him over the 270 Electoral College vote threshold required to clinch the White House. The Trump campaign has indicated their candidate does not plan to concede. The result makes Mr. Trump the first one-term president since the 1990s. The BBC's projection of Mr. Biden's victory is based on the unofficial results from states that have already finished counting their votes, and the expected results from states like Wisconsin where the count is continuing. His projected win in Pennsylvania takes him to 273 Electoral College votes. The election has seen the highest turnout since 1900. Mr. Biden has won more than 73 million votes so far, the most ever for a U.S. presidential candidate. Mr. Trump has drawn almost 70 million, the second highest tally in history. President Trump had falsely declared himself the winner of the election when vote counting was unfinished. He has since alleged irregularities in counting, but has not presented any evidence of election fraud. His campaign has filed a barrage of lawsuits in various states and on Friday, as Mr. Biden appeared on the cusp of victory, said, "This election is not over." The election was fought as coronavirus cases and deaths continued to rise across the United States, with President Trump arguing a Biden presidency would result in lockdowns and economic gloom. Joe Biden accused the president of failing to impose sufficient measures to control the spread of COVID-19. Joe Biden is now set to return to the White House, where he served for 8 years as President Barack Obama's deputy. At the age of 78, he will be the oldest president in American history, a record previously held by the man he has now defeated, Donald Trump, who is 74. What happens now? Usually the losing candidate concedes, but Mr. Trump has vowed to contest the election results on several fronts. Responding to the Pennsylvania results, his campaign put out a statement saying, "This election is not over." The false projection of Joe Biden as the winner is based on results in 4 states that are far from final. A recount will be held in Georgia, where the margins are tight, and Mr. Trump wants the same in Wisconsin. He has also vowed to take legal action to the Supreme Court, alleging voting fraud without evidence. If the election result is challenged, it would require legal teams to challenge this in the state courts. State judges would then need to uphold the challenge and order a recount, and Supreme Court justices could then be asked to overturn a ruling. Meanwhile, votes in some states are continuing to be counted and results are never official until final certification, which occurs in each state in the weeks following the election. This must be done before 538 chosen officials, electors, from the Electoral College, which officially decides who wins the election, meet in their state capitals to vote on the 14th of December. The electors' votes usually mirror the popular vote in each state. However, in some states this is not a formal requirement. The new president is officially sworn into office on the 20th of January after a transition period to give them time to appoint cabinet ministers and make plans. The handover of power takes place at a ceremony known as the inauguration, which is held on the steps of the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. After the ceremony, the new president makes their way to the White House to begin their 4-year term in office. News taken from BBC. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.